So next, hello, it's your girl, Fit Ninja. Meow. So the next one, jokes aside, I want to show you how to do the hip thrust. But this time, forget the hip thrust that you know. You probably know this one. I mean, I'll show you that one as well, and then show you what I'm talking about. Hip thrust, legs down, belly down, lower back down, and then your hands probably here most of the time, and then you want to go lifting with your butt. So you start off with the tilt. The tilt of the pelvis, the inward tilt of the pelvis is quite essential in most exercises, even though you're not thinking about it, because it emphasizes core strength. It emphasizes the work of your core to keep you stable. But most of the time we don't think about it. So if you watch this. Right there. So my quads only get activated at the top, but most of it is actually coming from here and from my core to lift. These are the primary muscles when it comes to this movement, even though you might think it's just the butt. The tilt and the core are doing a lot of work. Watch again. Put my hands down, put my hands up here so you can see it. Let me start with the breathe. I breathe in, breathe out. As I'm breathing out, I'm activating, I'm tilting my pelvis, I'm pushing it up, and then holding at the top. That's when, after all this is active, that's when my legs come in to actually hold that. But it's mostly back down. Okay? So that is your hip thrust. You are thrusting the hip. Thrusting the hip, really engaging that core. So when I add this as a core exercise to your program, don't get so scared, because that is actually quite intense on the core if you're doing it right, okay? Okay, and the other one that might concentrate on the glutes, you want to grow them, that one also will grow those glutes. But this one, I like better myself. I prefer this one. So easy if you pull a weight, because it gives you extra resistance. But that, as you can see, there is an angle to the way I'm looking. I'm pushing that in. I'm about here. I'm not here. I'm leaning, because I'm using this to actually keep that position. And then come back down. And then you can do this with connected knees. I like to do it with spread out knees because it's just nicer. Alright, let's do. And when you connect your knees, I just felt you feel more activation in your quads here. So if you're not looking for big quads, you probably want to spread your knees out. And just go glute. You definitely want to add a weight to this, because it will definitely give you bigger butt for your, bigger butt for your back, something like that. And it's also better for your mobility, really gets into those hips.